And good viewers, welcome to Rauta's broadcast about black metal. Today we have one of the newer Finnish black metal bands under review, which we're gonna take a look and a little bit of talking as well. So let's welcome Sacrificium Carmen with their second album called Hermetica. And here it goes, let's start unboxing. So, a few years ago, 2015, the band released its first album, which was quite nice, well done, but maybe not exactly reaching the climatic feelings that was maybe required to achieve greatness. Now, with their second album out, almost precisely 3 years later, things have gone to better direction, and well, this five-man band has greatly evolved since the debut album. First, let's take a look. So here is the band photo on the CD layout picture. As you can see, very religious look, spiritual at least. Church ruins, five guys, some skulls on an altar, and very priest-like robes. I don't know. To me, it has been said that this album or band requires sort of a spiritual sense, maybe. Not so much a secular atheistic views, might not understand the feelings of this album or the band in general. Well, I'm not gonna start a debate on this review video whether it's true or not. You figure out yourself whether or not you can enjoy such black metal. Here's a CD, by the way. If you are not a spiritual person. So here's the cover of Hermetica. Not much to comment. Not bad looking cover art, not exactly anything very different. Here's a soundtrack, the track list. As you can see, they are all basically in Finland. There's, for example, alttaritaulut, which are like tables of the altar, or for example, valhenäkijä kuolema mestari, which is the seer of lies, dying master, and so forth. So it's about Finnish spirituality, and as such, it might be a little bit of a hard topic for people not speaking Finnish. All the lyrics, as you can see, also Finnish. So when it comes to understanding these lyrics and maybe reaching the spiritual level, well, might be a tough cookie unless you are a Finnish speaking person. So in that terms, like I said, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you are ready for this kind of a release. Now, if we talk just about plain music, which is of course the thing what people buy or listen to records, well, this is very Finnish black metal release with fast tempo most of the time and melodies going all the time. For some people, I could even imagine that this is way too melodic stuff, because it's not like it's like here and there and rest is kind of a thrash or death influence. This is just plain melodic black metal, and let me tell you, it's actually good. Now, you might reach to ends such as, Swedish bands like Dark Funeral or Dawn to get to the level of melodics in the terms of this music. Now, while none of them are like instant catchy type of stuff, which just, bore into your brain, this is an album that is very delightful to listen to. While at the same time it's dark and sinister, it's also very pleasant to listen to this kind of melodic output, which is then again balanced by more aggressive, even somewhat violent drumming and vocals. Now, the vocals are somewhere between raspy and kind of a shrieky, and in my opinion, they work quite well. They are not like anything new or mind-blowing, but they fit in this album perfectly, so no bitching about that whatsoever. Also, the drumming, while it can be quite fast and, aggressive, it also knows how to kind of slow down and have these kind of a different, more like diverse ideas. So it's not like repeating the same song all over again with those melodies and whatnot. 48 minutes of black metal done in a melodic way. It's not an easy task. It's at the same time as to, keep up with the quality of the album. But in my opinion, the band has actually succeeded very well, because there are no boring moments. There are no like mediocre parts where you just feel like skipping a track here and there. It's all the way good quality from the very beginning to the very end, and I think that's a kind of a important thing when you are trying to figure out whether an album is just decent or just good. And in those terms, Sacrificium Carmen is getting like all green light. The only thing I like to bitch about a little bit is the production. At first, when I was giving the first spin, the first few tracks had a kind of a, I don't know if it's dissonance actually, it's more like this kind of a high pitchy, doesn't type of production, the sound quality, which kind of is a little bit annoying at first. But once you get used to it, it becomes no problem kind of a thing. It's very enjoyable in terms of, as the whole album can go, but maybe a little bit cleaner, maybe a little bit stronger production could have added a level of value to this kind of album, because by no means it would ruin this much of a melodic album. Actually, I think a little bit stronger production could actually mean more power, more violence, more level of, kind of, well, I don't know if there's a better word than power, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. It's good that it is. It could have been a little bit better in the terms of production. Overall, one of the better albums on this last quarter of the year. Might be just, well, be the best album so far in the last quarter. I don't know, but it's definitely a good black metal album, and that counts. So whenever you're thinking like, what albums I'm gonna pick for the rest of the year to spend my winter time, this is a good option for that. This is gonna be out on 16th of November 2018, so in a couple of days. If you haven't pre-ordered it yet, do it. And if you're a doubtful guy or girl, give it a listen when it's streaming, and then you know it's good quality. So check it out and enjoy. See you soon. Bye bye.